Good morning, everybody. Hope you can hear me okay. I'm trying to adjust my bear here. One thing I got to do is I got to get one of those, like, you're about to start streaming screens going. I don't even know what shows up on the screen, like if anybody's waiting to watch this, what actually is showing up on that. But I need to get a little more professional, a little fancier, I think, on this stuff. So I appreciate whoever's joining us. I appreciate whoever's in this thing right now. Is logged on. Decided to check us out, see what's going on in the markets. We do got some technical stuff going on, which we can talk about. Let's see. Let's pull this up. Oh man, the Nasdaq cannot find any relief, can it? Whenever you think it's about ready to make that move up, we just get hit right back down. So that stinks. Let's take a look what we got going on technically. We've broken through support. It's not looking good. So here's the daily. Going on the daily. This is what we've got. Let me zoom out just a smidge. Just a smidge. Massive uptrend since COVID. I don't know if I need to go over this every morning, but I do, just in case we've got anybody new here. If you're new here, give this thing a like. Right now I've got 3 likes. It'll let me know if anybody's new, and how much I need to actually go over here. Massive uptrend since COVID. Higher highs, lower low, higher highs, higher lows. I always get that messed up. Higher highs, higher lows, higher lows, higher highs, big uptrend. And then we've got going on here since the first of the year, end of last year, December, January. Oh, we peaked, and then we just have rolled down here. And we are now making lower highs and lower lows, which means we are in a down channel, a downtrend. We were in a nice uptrend. We're now in a downtrend. This dotted line is a 200 SMA on the daily. It's a very common indicator that a lot of traders use. 200 simple moving average. It takes the average price of the last 200 days and makes a little line on it here. So we were trading below that, which means we're another just indication that we're in a bear trend, bear market, but you can obviously see that just by the down structure. And we've got a nice down channel that has formed, several touches on the bottom here, very strong support here. And what we are now doing is bouncing off of that support right down here. We'll zoom in a little bit to see what's going on. Big area of confluence down here that we're pushing off of. And what I talked about on Monday, which I really got burned on, which is my $4,500 loss day, is that this thing looked like it was going to come up on Monday. We've got the 20 SMA here. If you don't know what these yellow lines are, they are 20 period Bollinger Bands. This middle line is a 20 SMA. This blue line is a 200 SMA, 200 days, 20 SMAs, 20 days. We closed above this 20 SMA, and I thought we were going to get this continuation up to 13,000. Now that's not to say we won't still get it, because we do have some a big shot talking today at 9 o'clock. Not on this channel. I had to put that like on the card for YouTube. I was like, Powell speaks at 9 o'clock. He's not speaking on this live stream with the bear. I didn't want anybody to get confused on that. I don't know. I don't think anybody would, but it would just be funny if somebody tuned in thinking that the bear was going to interview Jerome Powell. But anyways, hey, I haven't looked at the chat. Hey, morning, David. Hey, morning, SW Blaze. Airbank, good morning. Thanks for joining us. So on Monday, what I thought was going to happen, we had this big bullish candle that came in on Friday. We closed above that 20 SMA. It looked like we were bouncing off of this, and I thought we were going to come up here. I was trying to buy it as we broke higher, and I just got completely burned. And this looks like a very bearish candle. And then we had that fall through yesterday, with a lot of selling going on yesterday. And we've now broken through a supporting trend line right here. And it looks like it wants to probably roll back down here to 10,900. And we can see that a little more clearly on the 4-hour chart, where I can also point out something else if you like. So here on the 4-hour, let's just look over here real quick. So this is where we're bouncing off that big support area, which we pointed out on the daily. I can just quickly go back and show you that. This area down here that I'm circling. And then we're pushing off of that, and we're coming up to the top of the band. This blue dotted line is also 200 SMA, but it's on a 4-hour chart, so it's slightly different. We pushed off of that. We've come up here at this 200 SMA level. These are these big areas of resistance. I thought we were going to bust through this and then move up into this space. However, we completely failed on that breakout to the upside, and we've just rolled. One thing that I'll point out that makes this look even more bearish is lots of times on the 4-hour chart, which I've pointed out before, we've gotten these nice opportunities to go short on it in this downtrend, and typically that happens when we've got, this one's not drawn quite right, but we've got this supporting trend line. We have the move up, we hit the top band on the 4-hour, and we break this supporting trend line and we drop. And another one, here in this area, broke the trend line, dropped. Here, broke trend line, dropped way down. Here, broke trend line, dropped. You can see the pattern, and it looks like we've got another situation like that here, where we've got actually 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 4 touches on that trend line. The more touches you have on a trend line, the stronger it is. And we've broken through that trend, that supporting trend line again, and price is now coming back up to retest it. This is actually a very nice place to short it up here at 11,700 with the expectation that we roll down again and test new lows. The only reason I'm not like jumping all over this is because of the fundamentals we've got coming out today. We've got Jerome Powell speaking at 9 a.m. this morning. So we need to be aware that he could say something that sends this baby ripping back up into this space. I'm not quite sure what he could say. He could say something about inflation or the economy looks strong. Things are under control. Looks like we're finding a bottom. He expects things to go up from here, yada, yada. So, you want to be careful with that. If he was not speaking today, I'd be jumping all over a short right at this level as we retested this back end of this trend line. What was support will now be resistance, and so you'd expect this to act as resistance and for us to push down on that. But with him speaking at 9, you just want to be careful with it. So, hey, morning, Vernon. Thanks for joining us. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at. Is really just kind of holding off. I'm gonna add this level right here. We can see. We can see how prices come up and hit this a few times. It's kind of creating this horizontal flat level of resistance. 11,725, 730 level. If you know me, I like my 30 levels. And so, if it can get through this, we may, you've got a downtrend line here too that we could draw out just for shits and giggles here. I don't know if this is really in play or not, to be honest with you. It just looks like the downside has opened up on it. So unless Powell says something absolutely magical, 8 a.m. Central Time. Oh man, does it? Is he? Let's see. Fed. You can actually go to the Fed website, and it'll show you what time he's actually speaking. He may have spoken at 8. He may have given a speech, and then I think he was going to do some like Q&A or something. What am I looking at? So you can actually come over to this website here. FederalReserve.gov. We come down to today, which is this guy. So this is, this is 9 a.m. So this is actually Eastern time. So, yeah. Thank you for showing that. I was looking at the time on that wrong. It's 9 a.m. Eastern, which is 8 a.m. Central. So it's going on right now, I suppose. You could actually pull this up. It says watch live. Let's see what happens. See if CNBC's got it on. So if that's the case, if he's already kind of spoken in his comments, I'd be expecting this to roll down here. You know, we're flat on the day. Delta is negative 500. Yeah, he's going live right now. So let's see if I can pull it up on my. Oh, here it is right here. Yeah, it's like a panel discussion he's got going on. You can see it here. If you go to CNBC, they've got it up. So, you know, this is this panel discussion. This is what kind of scares me is when they do this panel stuff. Because they can ask him anything and he could say anything, you know. And so he says like one thing and it sends the market flying one way or the other. You know, he sneezes wrong and the market decides it's going to do something. So maybe he's going to be a little more cautious with his statements right now because he knows the how sensitive the market is at the moment. I don't know. This level that we just marked out here, let's go back to the technicals real quick. I would just be cautious of it until he's actually done speaking. So I'm going to see if I can get that live up on my TV that I've got off to the side here. So he did say the U.S. economy is in strong shape. Seeing that headline coming through. So, you know, I don't know. I take that with a grain of salt. You know, let's just still look at these technicals. So we can see here we drew that horizontal level of resistance over there on the 4-hour. That's now coming up on our hourly. This would be, you know, your short zone. If you got an impulse to the upside, I'd be looking to short it somewhere up here. We have a low volume node on the weekly volume profile. Plus we have the upper band on the 1-hour. Big areas of resistance up here. So that's what I would be looking at. For a short entry, possibly a very tight consolidation. You can see how much it moved yesterday on that selling as we broke support. We had come in the morning and we talked about that range, and then it just crashed through that range, that support, and has obviously come down here. You know, I'd only be really interested in maybe going long on it if we got through this LVN and through this resistance level. But again, I think breaking that supporting trend line is only opening up that downside on it. So, you know, I'm bearish on it, but I learned my lesson from Monday, right? I learned my lesson from Monday, which was coming in with a strong bias and just getting absolutely burned, kept trying to go my way. And even yesterday when I got in on it, I think I got burned on this one up here, right? If you guys were watching it, I was anticipating this move for us to break this resistance level and then for us to move up. Actually it was right. Where was it? Oh yeah, in the pre-market we came in and we had drawn out this resistance. This was the pre-market high right here. And I had thought that if we broke through that, it would want to come up here and test this next resistance level. And of course, we came up, poked through, and then just rolled the rest of the afternoon. So you want to be careful about, too strong a bias. We could have a very similar situation today. It could pop up, break this, have a false breakout, touch the upper band, and then boom, just roll down, back down here. So that's actually kind of what I would be looking for. This resistance, resistance to hold, and for us to fall back down, possibly even breaking support down here. So We'll wait and see for the market to open, see what's going to happen. But again, similar situation when we had opening yesterday. We've got a range, a pre-market range, and I suspect that we may come up and test this upper end and then roll down, possibly breaking support. So, you know, I don't want to etch that in stone and be stuck in that trading mindset, but that's kind of what I'm looking at. I don't know. What do you guys think? Anybody else have any ideas on this thing? I appreciate, hey, SW Blaze, thank you for showing me that 8 a.m. For some reason, I thought it was 9. Well, I saw it on there. My mind just computed 9, and clearly it wasn't. So I'm actually pretty glad he's talking already, and we can make sure that now we can trade the thing properly. So yeah, there's that red line up here. At 11,725-ish up here. Again, I wouldn't be surprised if it poked up through 11,730, and then we got the roll. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'd be looking at. How about you guys? What are you guys thinking on this thing today? Anybody thinking of going long on it? Anybody bullish? Just some of these charts. They're not quite how I... Too many little gaps here. All right. In terms of other news, we've got some fundamentals coming out tomorrow. I believe it's initial jobless claims coming out tomorrow. I would actually be putting in a sell order up here, and then maybe another one up at 30. I don't know. One thing you don't want to do is try to take a position right in the middle of a range. You'll just get completely fucked on it. Completely screwed over. So... I don't know. Don't know. David, yeah. Well, somebody sent me interesting. I got an interesting comment on this. Oh, so a couple things. What we can look at here is one, I've got people emailing me about this coupon code for Apex Trader. I'll post that in there. It's 50% off. I believe it's still valid. I haven't heard anybody tell me it's not valid. So 50% off is a pretty good deal, I think. I'll try to find that coupon code. Let's see here. Here we go. I'm a big supporter of these evaluations, particularly if you're new to trading. I think you should not try to trade your own capital. Market just opened. Don't try to trade your own capital. Or trade somebody else's if you can. All right, so now we're getting this push down on the open. You know, again, I think we're gonna have another red day in the markets. But, you know, I would be looking to take a short up here. And I would be adding to it if we poked higher. And my stop would be somewhere above 50, and I'd be cool with that. Do not copy my trades. Disclaimer, do not copy my trades. You will lose money. You will lose money if you copy my trades. Oh. It may not even get up there. It may just tank. And if it tanks, what I would be looking to do is short the break of support and possibly the retest. So if it comes down, breaks through, you should do the opposite, Tommy. Absolutely. If you did the opposite of what I did, you'd probably be a rich man. Sometimes I think about that, just doing the exact opposite of what I think. So I think if it breaks through, comes back, retests, and then you get that continuation. I honestly think when I first started trading Forex, that's what I really thought. I was like, how can I be on the wrong side of this every time? Every time I'm on the wrong side of it. I was like, just do the opposite of what you're going to do and you'd be rich. Lots of times it's more, though, I think, psychological, like mental. No, I think Tommy was just joking. We're getting this pushed down. We're not even going to get that impulse up. It's just going to tank, I think. What was I going to say? Shit. Oh, lots of times it's more just mental. Like you let your winners, you cut your winners quick, right? Your winners you cut quick, and your losers you hold on to with the hope that they turn your way. That was that's really a big part of this, I think. We got point of control coming in here. One thing that happened yesterday, which I don't know if I'll be able to pull it up on a 15-minute, if I can see the volume profile from yesterday. I'm not gonna short it down here, so I'm just gonna look at yesterday's volume profile. I'll show you guys a couple things that I saw. I did trade in the after. So I posted a video yesterday, and then I ended up trading after that as well. I wish these weren't on here. I don't want to mess with my settings too much. But one thing that happened yesterday is as price was falling, we were forming these really nice LVNs that were acting as nice resistance that we could short it. Lots of times we were falling hard, coming up to these LVNs, and then pushing down again. And I took 2 trades on that yesterday afternoon, which were really nice. And I love it when it really starts to trend like that, and it forms those LVNs that you can take advantage of. All right, so I'm going to take off these 2. I don't think it's got it ain't coming back up there. But I love it when it starts trending hard like that, and as it's going down, we form low volume nodes, kind of like we saw over here, right on that, and then we've got another one here actually. And I love it when it does that. It provides really nice opportunities to try to get short on it. So, you can see one here at 90, 99. It's on the open. You may get, some sort of impulse back up. I'm going to be cautious of chasing price like I've done the past couple of days. I'm trying to learn from my mistakes here. It just keeps pushing down. So, yeah. I don't know. You guys took a short. If you guys are finding any value in this, you took a short, you find some profit on this, could you give this video a like? I'd really appreciate it. Maybe we'll get some folks, put this in front of a few folks who might be interested in trading, trading this stuff. You can see here on the 4-hour over here, pushing down. It's probably got a target of a 56.50, 50-ish. I almost jumped. Oh, point of control is coming in there. This thing's gonna tank. I'm gonna try to get short on it. Didn't get filled. Dang it. Son of a gun. That's too high. That's too low. I want to try to get in a little bit better price. Trying to find a short entry. I'm short on it now. Of course, when I get short on it, it explodes to the upside. Typical. Powell say something. Well, I'm only short 1 contract, so not the end of the world. It got through that LVN. You can see as it was moving down, point of control came in on that. And now you can see this LVN acting as kind of support. See if we can get through it or not. I feel like trading the open is not my strength these days. I'm being completely honest. It's like, I feel like you really need to figure out where your strengths are, where your weaknesses are, and trading the open does not appear to be my strength at the moment. Coming into another LVN up here. And we can see here how Delta is not moving higher. May add to it up here. It's a low volume notice. The only thing that I'm seeing is keeping this thing afloat at the moment. Lots of selling coming through, but what I will say is that Cumulative Delta has not been my best friend this week at all. Motherfucker. Yeah, I should probably wait the first 10 minutes or so. I'm still short on it, though. I still have short bias. I want to move this. I want to move it. Because I feel like as soon as I feel like as soon as it hits my stop loss, I'm going to want to jump back in on it. You know what I mean? I should probably wait the first 10 minutes. But what I will say is the thing has moved against me, or moved without me. This LVN is just holding here. I'm just going to get out there for $260 loss. Now watch it just rip my way. Vernon, you're usually always right, man. Vernon is a good trader. Vernon, how many funded accounts do you have right now? Just one. Yeah, that's all you need, I guess, right? Just one. Well, I wish I would have held on to that trade. It would have been better. But making me nervous. I don't know. I feel like I've been burned so bad, and I honestly, I kind of, you know, like when you read people's maybe you don't, but when I read people's comments, like, that Zen Trader, is Zen Trader here today? Zen Trader, give us a hello if you're here. Come on, Zen Trader, please be in the room. When you hear like negative comments, like in the videos, like you can't help but replay those like in your mind, you know, afterwards, like when you're trading. You're a horrible trader. Like, oh man, maybe he's right. Maybe he's right. I'm smiling while I'm saying this. Yeah, Vernon, you're probably right. Ugh. Man, that's gonna knock me out there, isn't it? Where do I think it wants to fall today is the question. Is the question on my mind. 66? No, that's my take profit down. 60? Yeah, probably. This LVN right here, I guess it's right around that 11,600 level, so that's, makes sense, I guess. Makes sense. I just want to be out of this, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think you're probably right, Vernon. I trade better when, when I'm not afraid to lose. And I think that's like the way that everybody is, That's why people can trade sim so well. It's because they're not afraid to lose. It's sim, it's fake money. It's like, fuck it. Just throw it. Sorry if I'm dropping too many F-bombs this morning. It's like, let's throw it all. Let's just throw it all on there, and see what happens. But like when I'm trading, like after the live stream, I'm always just way more relaxed because I'm not really afraid to lose. I feel like whenever, like this one, like you get into a bad trade, and this is just being honest, this is just being totally open and transparent. When you're on the live stream and you see a trade go against you like that, one of the things that you think about is like, oh shit, I'm going to get, the comments, or, all those negative thoughts that you have in your head, like start popping up and you're like, oh man. So it's definitely a different beast, trade and live stream. And I was talking yesterday about trades by Matt and Zen. Where's Zen? I wish Zen was here. I want Zen to come back and give me some entertainment. I sent him a similar message after he was going through a losing streak. It's just really difficult to trade in front of others. I think this thing's going to drop. I want to jump in on it, but I don't know if I want to endure this drawdown back up here. This would have been a great. Now that I'm seeing this, up here is the great spot. Up here at 11,620 is a great spot to short it. I think it is going to drop down to 50-ish, 57-ish. See if I can get an impulse back to the upside. Get in on it. Very similar to what I was doing yesterday, was just trending lower. But you know what? I appreciate everybody coming on here and also giving input into the chat about like how they trade and what they're seeing, what they're looking at. I think it's all really useful information, and for people to all kind of be in the same experience together. Day trading is super hard, and anybody who comes on here and thinks they've got the golden answer to it, I would be very, very skeptical of. And if anybody's like, oh, this is how you should trade, this is what you need to do. I mean, there's no real one way to do it. One thing that I will say is the best way to trade is just risk management, capital defense. So these trades over here are actually really horrible. The drawdown versus what I got out of it. And that's something that, I need to get better at. So, I think there's a short up here at 18. You could start scaling maybe at the 20 SMA on the 1 minute. I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys thinking any levels you're looking at in particular? See how point of control came in there. That's interesting. Shorts getting squeezed. Yeah, I need to get better at managing losing ones. That's for sure. That's for sure. Broke through that. So I tried to take the trade that I wanted, which was getting up here value area high. Let's see if we get some move back down. I just don't know if it's got any. You see this LVN going in up there, you know, it's like, man. I'm taking Vernon's word here. The price may trend back up. Let's see. If I get a bearish candle in the 1 minute, I might jump back in on a short, but I think there is a case that it may pop up a little bit more. This 1600 level is, this LVN on the 1600 is interesting. That does look bullish on the 1 minute, but this low volume node I think is going to hold. Let's see. Every time I try to hit escape, I hit the wrong button. See, I'm feeling like I'm trading a little choppy. I feel like I'm trading a little choppy here, guys. Like I'm kind of in and out, in and out. I've taken 1, 2. Let's see how many trades I've taken. Well, that was 1, and then 2, and then 3. I've taken 3 trades, and I'm down $40 to show for it. So, you know what that means? It means I should probably just sit on my hands for a little bit and not do anything and let this thing move around. Ow, my back. Stretch my back. So I just got an email from Ninja Trader. You can now trade nano Bitcoin futures. 1/100th of the size. Coin-based derivatives. That's interesting. Nano. You only need $25 to trade a nano Bitcoin future. So, FYI. Anybody here trade crypto? Crypto? Anybody? Pushing up. Nice job, Vernon. Nice job. Vernon read that correctly. I think Vernon and I should do we should have like, I wish we could do like a joint live stream. Pushing up the view app. I'm secretly hoping, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, that this thing goes up and it finds some reason to trap some bears and move up. I don't like seeing markets falling. I don't like it. Do it through Discord. Guys, I got a confession to make. I am an old man, and I don't know how Discord works. A confession. I need to figure it out. My kids are on Discord. My son, my oldest son, does Discord for Minecraft stuff. Which I do monitor sometimes, so I have an idea of what's going on in Discord. Man, Vernon was absolutely correct. Good job, Vernon. Do you think we're going to continue ripping to the upside? Did our boy Jay Powell say anything? I've got CNBC up here on my thing. He's not saying anything. We're down $40 on this, so we're going to continue to rip. I marked out this resistance level. Looks like it's going to continue to rip. We've got key level resistance up here. Remember, this is what we drew out in pre-market, 11,720. Yeah, Vernon. If I'm 100% honest, I did exit my short because of what you said. I think you're usually right. I trust your opinion, Vernon. And you were 100% right. Now, if I would have had good risk management, which I clearly need to work on, my stop should have been up here at 40, right? Break above this support or resistance, sorry. 40. You know, my entry was at 20, so that's a 20-point stop, and then I should have had a take profit down here at 80. So that actually would have been a fine trade if I would have, even if I would have lost. Even if I would have lost, that would have been a good trade, I think. Up here at resistance, your profit was down here at support, which was 40 points away, and you had a stop loss 20 points away. So that would have been a good trade, even if, like, look at it coming up right up here to that resistance level, which we drew out. Bearish candle in the 1 minute. See if we make a, see if we fail. I'm just right now trading clear, just trading support and resistance. Hitting the upper end of the band on the 1 hour. Anybody know why this thing pushed up like that? Did Powell say something? Say something interesting? Let's get some likes here, guys. Let's get some likes. Can I get 25 likes? Jumping all over the place. Got a little bit of scatterbrain. Little bit of scatterbrain. Let's see if we start making. I got out there because we're hitting that 20 SMA, and that 1 minute looks bullish. We've also got this low volume node, boys. Oh, sorry, am I too close to the microphone? Low volume node. This LVN right here. And I'm wondering if it might hold. But we have Delta dropping. Let's see if we start to get some bearish structure forming. I appreciate the likes, guys. I appreciate the likes. Man, would it be awesome if we busted up through this resistance? Unless you're in a short, of course. 11,720. Yeah, we got that area marked out up here. I feel like this is a big area of resistance. If you were going long, I'd probably be looking to exit. The consolidation right up here. Wanted it back there. Now we're pushing lower. So what I'm kind of looking for here is for us to break some support and then for us to come back up and form some resistance and try to jump in on a short. Exit would be down at VWAP. See if we get a push up in, you know, that this 85, this LVN might be. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I still want this thing to go up. You know, I've got some bigger fish in a bigger bowl than I need to rally. Consolidation. Delta dropping. Whereas you see that as soon as I jump in on it, she pops down. She pops up. Man, what a bummer. That's going to take me out. That's okay. Let it go. Let it take you. You got to get out. Got to get out. Got to get out. Ah! Is it going to roll down? You going to get lucky? I thought it was going to drop down to VWAP. It might still. But if it takes you out, it takes you out. Not the best. Not the best. Not the best. Let's go ahead and jump back in on it. That's fine. Give this thing a like if you don't mind. I'd appreciate it. I keep begging for likes, but you know what? I'm desperate. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Let's get some likes on this thing. Back down to 78. Let's see if this breaks or not. Man, this just looks like a choppy day. Doot, doot, doot. Oh, that's cool. I never heard of. Oh, you know what? I have heard of that. I know what you're talking about. I took that trade off. I don't know. I feel like I need to let one pass me by here. I'm feeling a little choppy. I'm feeling like I'm getting choppy on it. Indecisive. Not indecisive, but yeah, I gotta really. I mean, I was gonna add to it as we broke lower, which I probably should have and got a VWAP, but I don't know, man. I feel like I'm red, I'm green, I'm red, I'm green, I'm red, I'm green, and I'm just feeling the choppy inside. Feeling the chop chop. You know, is it gonna come up and just come down? Hey, sure, Tyson. Thanks for joining. There's lots of, I don't know if there's lots of people live streaming trading, but there's certainly other people out there doing it, and I appreciate you guys tuning into this one and actively participating in the chat and making it just a great community. If I was just here chit-chatting by myself, one, I would think I was a crazy person, and two, it would not be nearly as engaging for everybody else. I mean, I think everybody's input into the chat you know, even if you don't say anything and you're just kind of, you know, fly on the wall, so to speak, you can just be looking at the chat, looking at levels that other people are looking at. And, you know, Vernon called out this right down here, this long down here, and look at it, ripped. Absolutely ripped through support. I'd be looking for, you know, I'm almost now looking at this to break and for it to pop up. It had a chance to come down and it just didn't take it. All these shorts are getting squeezed out now. I'm just seeing this volume coming in up here. You can see it on the volume profile. I'm wondering if we want to get that move up to the upper band on the 1 minute. Just too much hesitation for me on it. You can see this LVN. Now it's pushing down. Well, I'm green again. Red, green, red, green, red, green. Looks bullish though on the 1 minute, doesn't it? Listen to CNBC give their 2 cents. Man, no follow through. It looked like that was going to continue up to 66, didn't? Look at it over here. Very bullish candle in the 1 minute. I mean, coming into this LVN, what was resistance could now be support. But I don't know. You know what this means, guys? It means it's coffee break time. I usually take coffee break around 9 o'clock. Go fill up my mug. And it looks like a good time to do that. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Back at caps lock. If you guys remember on... Oh, nice, Marty. Good job, man. Hope we helped out a little bit, but you made it. Nobody else did. You did it. That's awesome. Good job. You made 3K? That's awesome. Congratulations, Marty. I wish I could do... maybe I can. Let's see if I can do... Here we go, baby. You see those dollar bills raining? I wish that's raining on your head, Marty. That's raining on your head. Those dollar bills. All right, guys. I'm gonna get some coffee. Give Marty the props he deserves. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I am back. Thanks for sticking around. So, Marty, tell me about the trade. What did you take? I want to hear your trade. Did you go short? Did you go long? Where'd you get in on it? This is actually a nice little setup, which I unexpectedly drew. This, big move up, big buying, weaker selling, trend line, boom, coming through. Just didn't get the follow through up, but it looked like it was going to keep ripping. We didn't. I want to hear about Marty's trade. Now we've moved back up in here. This is very, very bullish when it didn't get that continuation to the downside. Very bullish in terms of looking at, for the rest of the week, really. But it's still in a bear market. I mean, it's still bearish, right? So gotta take it with a grain of salt. What time is it? 9:15. Oh, this is a 15-minute candle. Shoot. You can see here, guys, on the hourly, still moving up into that. We're through that initial resistance level up here. We still have this LVN going on. Value area low on the weekly, a big LVN here, another LVN here. I mean, I don't think it gets bullish until it gets above 12,000. Then you move into this high volume node. So, not quite there yet. So Marty's got 3K on the day. Anybody else making some good trades? Took a little sip of coffee there. Hopefully that wasn't too close to the microphone. Nice. You guys are awesome, man. Yeah, everybody's beating me. That's okay. I'm glad to see it. I'm glad to see everybody doing well. Pushing down now. This looks bearish. It also looks choppy if you're asking me. Maybe down to 80. Yeah, that's me too, Tommy. That's me too. No, I think that if you're losing money, you shouldn't worry about it. You shouldn't take it personally, you know? I'm only up $30. I mean, Jesus. I'm thinking maybe the back end of this trend line and the bottom of the band here on the 1 minute. Oh, I've got my Williams percent range up. I was using that yesterday in the afternoon trading. I was looking for overbought. When it was trending down, I was looking for it to go overbought into an LVN. I took 2 trades on that, and it turned out pretty well. So like here, if you're looking to go long, right? If you're looking to go long, wait for it to become oversold, which means it goes negative 80 or below, and we move into some area of support, which is like right here. So if you're looking to go long, possibly, although we are breaking, some support. Oop. Williams percent range, if you don't know, is like the RSI, but it's more of a leading indicator. Created by Bill Williams. You see big area of support here, obviously. Yep. See if any stocks are making any big moves. Tesla's at 680, is that current quote? Tesla 680, I don't know. That's a good price on Tesla or not. I've been looking, I do not have a Tesla. I've been looking to buy an EV. And I want something that's got like self-driving, autopilot, all that stuff. And it's actually, I've been looking at the technology with the other companies is really coming along. I feel like in a couple years, everybody, well, I wouldn't say it's caught up with Tesla. I think Tesla's got something that's, their autopilot, I think, is pretty, far advanced in what else is offered. But like Ford has got like some Blue Cruise thing that it's got going on now, with their Mach-E and their F-150, which I think is kind of funny. But whatever. I mean, I guess those guys need self-driving stuff too. But it won't change lanes for you, but you can do hands-free driving, adaptive cruise control, all that stuff. So, and looking at that, who knows? It's so hard to get a car though now. You have to pay over MSRP on almost everything. Wait for this recession to hit, baby, and then you'll be able to get a car. Right now, it's impossible to get a car. I was trying to find a couple of the EVs that I was looking at that I was interested in. I mean, impossible. You just can't find one anywhere. And if you can find one, they're like $1 million over. It's like $1 million over the MSRP. Yeah. I don't know. I think Tesla, has really forced automakers to come out with better products, I mean, I think that if it wasn't for Tesla, these guys would just all be making the same combustion engine that they've been making with the same features and the same junk stuff. I mean, Tesla's really forced them now to start developing new technology for the consumer. So it's lucky for us, right? I don't know. I don't see this doing like a V-top thing. Coming up, coming down. It's a very odd chart pattern. But it's looking bearish. So hey Jay, so talk about EVs, and then Coco, I'm going to come back to you. I don't know. I'm in like my initial stage. Obviously, I was looking at the Tesla, but then like Kia, I had a Kia like 10 years ago, and it was the worst car I ever had. There was something always going wrong with it. It was a Kia Sportage, and it was like a 2006 Kia Sportage, so I guess it was longer than that. Jeez. And something was always going wrong with it. It was just a money pit. And I told myself I would never buy a Kia again. But they got this Kia EV6, which has, I'm really looking at like self-driving technology. I want something that I can just get like on the highway and have it do 80% of the work for me. So I was looking at the Kia EV6, the Hyundai Ioniq, then obviously the Tesla, and Ford Mustang Mach-E, but I don't really want a Mustang. for whatever reason. I just don't like the idea of it, you know. And I know that's silly, but to be fair, that's, you know, I want to get in a car that I like. Right now I drive a Mercedes and it's absolutely obnoxious, and I just want to get something that's more like low key and, you know, just blends in but still gives me the some technology that I want. And I really want something that I can do some self-driving with. So I was looking at those. And I also don't want to spend a fortune. There's no point in, I don't really want like a big clunky Audi or something like that, or even a Mercedes. It's got a whole bunch of stuff on it that I don't particularly need. So even like the Hyundai Ioniq 5, it just looks too futuristic. I feel like it looks too dated. I feel like you'd have to get like a new car in like 4 years, 4 or 5 years, which I guess is what everybody does anyway. So that's not that big of a deal. But I don't know. Nothing's really jumping out at me in terms of what I'd want to get. And to be fair, I don't really need anything. The only reason I really want to get one is that I want something that can, I do a ton of driving on the highway because I'm doing all this soccer now. If anybody's new to the channel, I coach soccer, youth soccer. Both my son's soccer teams. We do a lot of traveling to places that are like 2.5 to 3 hours away almost every weekend. So I really want something I can just get on the highway, set it, and it does most of the work for me. So the Ford's Blue Cruise actually looks pretty appealing. It's got like adaptive cruise control, hands-free driving, where it's got like a camera on you, so you can as long as you have your eyes on the road, you don't have to have your hands on the steering wheel. It will not change lanes for you, but you can just put your blinker on and change the lane, and then it goes back and readjusts. So I don't know. There's some things out there that look interesting. But of course, the Tesla. The problem is you just can't find any of this stuff anywhere. The other thing I heard is that it's very difficult to find charging stations for stuff. So I want something that's got a good range where I can just charge it at home, but then, you know, I don't have to worry about trying to find a charging station if I'm 2.5 hours away somewhere. I can get there and back without having to stop somewhere and charge it. We can see here, we'll talk about trading now. I don't know if you guys have any suggestions on EV I haven't looked at, let me know. This trend line that we drew way back when, you know, is coming into play again. We're hitting the back end of that. I'm wondering if we get through this, we're going to want to come down here, which is a possibility. That might be an interesting trade down to 12. I might take that. Try to get in on a little bit better price, maybe. I'm trying to read price a little bit better. Of course, I got the direction wrong in consolidation. Oh. It'll probably come up, hit my stop, and then roll right down, I bet. 71. Watch this. Watch it hit VWAP and just boom, come down. Nope, it's coming up. This is a very odd chart pattern. Well, I didn't see that coming either. Obviously. I thought we were going to get that drop back down to 17, and we just didn't. Just didn't. I don't know, guys. I don't like... I don't know. I feel like I'm about to get chopped up on this thing. Going short, going long, going short, going long. What about you guys? Anybody getting good trades out of this? I appreciate everybody giving this thing a like. 27 likes is pretty good. I like it. I appreciate you guys tuning in. It's kind of like a slow, kind of choppy day. Even if we look down here at like the hourly, we can see we're just in the bands. Seems like we're just ranging at this point. We've got a few levels marked out that we can see here with the red. I'll take this one off. It's kind of messing with my head here. Well, if I was looking at the hourly chart, I can see this was not the best place to short it here because look where you got support with the bottom of the band there on the 1 hour. So that was stupid. It's a very tight range on this right now. We can see here, you know, 26. So what I'm doing is I'm just drawing out the lines on the hourly band, and we can just see. Let me take out this middle red line. You know, we can see we're just in a range here from 30, 100-point range. Okay, sorry, Coco. I'm sorry, buddy. I got sidetracked. Yes, I can absolutely. Can I dispute Lilu practice account charge? I've been told to delete my account and make a new one, as they were slow to change names on their end. Thanks. So you've already completed 80% of your profit, and I've been told to remake the account. Not sure what my options are here. So it sounds like that you were doing the evaluation account, and you were 80% towards your profit, and then they told you to delete it. Why did they tell you to delete it? If you can tell me why they told you to delete it, I could probably get some more info. I don't understand why they told you why you had to change names. Oh, because you put your company LLC on it. Well, I don't know. I haven't heard that one before. I guess if it's a brand new, did you want to change? Did you want to change your account name? I mean, why didn't you just keep your other one? I mean, I think that if you change a name on it and you do like a whole different, social security number or a different TIN or EIN or whatever, then for the payout purposes, they probably would need to create a new account. But, I don't work with them. I don't work for Lilu. And I don't know if they'd be able to transfer. I don't know how the system works on there and if they would be able to transfer it over. I mean, if I were you, I would just keep the one that you did the LLC on and try to make that one work on your end. Again, I don't work for any of these prop trading firms, so their system logistics are outside of my preview or purview. Purview, that's a stupid word. Sorry. Expertise or whatever that I can really comment on with any authority. That sounds like a unique situation, though, that if you have one account with one name and now you want to create another account and you want to use a different name, and you want them to transfer over that balance in the previous account, I don't know how they would do that. I can't see how that would work, but what do I know? Just ranging here today, guys. Hard week back on the live stream. Yeah, I would just keep following up with them and see if you can get clarification from them about what they can do. I'm sure it has something to do with payout and tax stuff, I guess, but you don't have a performance account yet, so I don't know why it would matter on the evaluation. I would probably just try to keep doing it with your name on the evaluation or whatever name you have on the evaluation. And when you get your performance account, see if they can set it up, the performance on on whatever name you want. That's what I would try to do. Well, guys, I mean, I think we're just ranging up here. Up there at 30. I mean, this is kind of probably where you want to short it, I guess. As soon as I short it, they'll do a breakout to the upside and go 1,000,000 points. Guarantee it. I'm just trying to trade this range here a little bit. To be honest with you, I'm just kind of getting bored sitting here. I shouldn't say that. People are going to be like, you shouldn't trade if you're bored. I'm just telling it like it is. Just telling it like it is. I think we've all been there. So we just took that scalp. I don't know, man. This thing's getting boring. Negative 185. Ugh. Well, at least my red days are getting smaller, I guess. I guess that's good. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I appreciate you guys tuning in, though. Not a lot of fireworks going on with this today. It's just tough. Just kind of a slow day. Market seems like it's waiting for something. The range here is just so tight. I don't know. Down to 30 maybe, back down here. Boop, 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 boop. I'll put a sell up there at VWAP. Maybe it comes back up, hits VWAP, and then we get continuation down to 30. Or I just don't get filled and it moves without me. We're just trading that range, you know? Just trading that range. Seem to be on the wrong side of the big moves, though. You know, it's like it's getting some really nice explosive moves, and it seems to happen. I'm just on the. I just don't feel like I'm reading this at all. Sucks. Well, on this stop out, I'm gonna call it a day. I may trade this. I may give this, just take a break and come back and see what it looks like in a little bit. But I mean, you can see it. There should have been some continuation down there to support. I just didn't get it. So you could try. I mean, I don't really see this thing ripping up any higher either. This is just a shitty week. Point of control coming in there. I think it's probably gonna rip. Actually, I have no idea what it's gonna do. All right. As soon as this takes me out, I'm gonna call it a day. Blah, blah, blah. And it stinks. I just can't get it. I can't get it this week, and I'm getting really frustrated because, well, it just sucks. So, this is what it is. It's the way it goes. It's the way it goes. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. I'm going to take off. I'm going to take a break. I may take some trades later and try to make some of this back. And I just got to get in a better mindset. I can feel myself getting chopped up. I've taken way too many trades. Look at all these trades, all like in just sucked. So anyways, I hope you guys are having a better day. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Appreciate you joining in. If you want to give this thing a like before I log off, I'd appreciate it. If anything, I hope some people got something out of this. It sounds like people are getting better days than I am. You know, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how today's candle closes. You know, if we close below this trend line, or if we actually come back in above it, that would be more bullish to me. And I might end up taking some triple Q or something. All right, guys, take it easy. I'm going to be back tomorrow. Give this thing one last like, please. One last like. Oh, that's okay. Thanks, guys. I'll see you. Yeah, we'll maybe try to get back in this thing. It's just, I'm just bleh. I don't know. Bleh. That's all I can say. I'm definitely not on fire. I wonder if I've got like a oh, here. You can't really see it with this. Oh, yeah, what a bummer. Anger. That's the angry emoji. Okay. All right, guys. I'll see you later. See you tomorrow. Bye.